Welcome, everyone, to Inner Compass. Elevate your inner compass. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments section below. I am so excited to have you here today. It is Tuesday. We are elevating our inner compass. We're looking inward. We are going after our goals and our dreams, and everything gets to come together in the most magical and aligned way. So, definitely let me know where you're tuning in from, and I'm going to add to the stream. So let's get the slides going. Welcome to this week's Elevate Your Inner Compass. It's going to be amazing. Let's dive right into it. Again, if you are on this journey and you're just thinking, man, it would be really nice to have some more support, it would feel nice to just have someone help guide me. Awesome. We've got Brock from Memphis. Thank you for being here. DeMarco from South Carolina. Thank you for being here. Woohoo. And you can definitely check out the description below on how to get some more support on your Inner Compass journey. So today's agenda, we're going to go over this week's topic, which is releasing doubt. We're going to go over some Q&A. We're going to set some goals for the next 7 days. We're going to talk about what worked for us, what didn't work. And then we're going to go over how to overcome that. We're going to do some EFT tapping. And of course, we're going to end with a guided meditation. Some good stuff happening today. So, inspiration of the week is releasing doubt. The number one thing that stops us from going after our goals and our dreams and our visions is doubt. We stop and we block ourselves because we are afraid it's not going to happen. I would rather block my own success than have someone else reject me. I would rather stay in my comfort zone than see what's on the other side of taking that risk. And we consume ourselves with that doubt, and it can be really hard to release it because all we hear is, man, the struggle, this is stressful, that is stressful, this is hard, that is hard. And we're like, man, if I don't know anyone who's successful with their goals, how am I supposed to be successful? So, this is how we're going to release the doubt. I'm going to teach you a couple of techniques that are going to help you release that doubt so that way you can go after your goals. So, I want you to think about something that you've been really having a lot of doubt for. Maybe it's starting that YouTube channel. Maybe it's just starting to work out. Maybe you want to read consistently. Maybe you want to walk more. Think about whatever that goal is that you've been having a lot of doubt about. And as you think about that goal, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to ask yourself, what is that doubt that pops forward? And as soon as you can identify what that doubt is, you can put it in the chat. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's uncertainty, maybe it's scary, maybe it just feels like, oh, my body wants to pull away. Just let me know in the comment section, what was that thing that popped up for you? And then I'm going to teach you a technique that can allow you to release it as soon as it pops forward. As soon as that doubt pops forward, as soon as that fear pops forward, I want you to pause no matter what you're doing. If you're driving, if you're helping the kiddos, or you're at work, or you're with friends or family. And I want you to take a deep breath. And on the exhale, I want you to say the words release. And basically, what we're doing is we're signaling to the brain to release that doubt and to release that fear. So let's all do it together. Think about whatever that doubt is or that fear, whatever that word was for you, that uncertainty. I don't want to take that risk. Yeah, I worry I'm never going to be able to pay for my kids' tuition in 5 years. Yeah, with inflation rates, the cost of colleges. Yes. So close your eyes, take a big inhale, and now say the word release. Release. I worry I'm not going to be able to get back in shape as I was when I was in college. Yeah, we've got all of these fears. So the next thing I want you to do is ask yourself, if you were going to tell a small child that they could go after their goals and they could release that fear, what would you tell them? So we've got 2 examples sharing right now, one about college tuition and another one about getting back into shape. And if a small child had those same fears, what would you tell them? How would you motivate them? How would you inspire them? What would be some words of encouragement? So, step one is taking the deep breath, thinking the word release as you exhale. And then step two is how would you encourage a small child to go after their goals? Don't eat junk food, it'll eventually catch up to you. Yeah, we could just kind of give them a gentle reminder, definitely. So, as we are telling the small child, I want you to visualize you as your younger version. And what do you need to hear that's going to encourage you to go after your goals? I would tell them saving even a small amount is a good practice. Yes, exactly. So, step one for releasing doubt is taking that deep breath as soon as the doubt creeps in, and saying the word release, because that's signaling the brain that this thought does not serve us. And when we combine it with the breath and we're doing that movement of breathing out, it signals to the brain, oh, just like when we're exhaling, we don't need that oxygen that or the carbon dioxide that we just breathed out. We don't need to hold on to that negative thought or find out what the next Bitcoin is and invest in it. Yes. But I want you to see something that everyone shared. There was inspiration and encouragement. No one said, you're SOL, better luck next life. You both shared examples of what you would tell a small child. And that tells me that there's a part of your brain that believes it's possible for you. You might not be on board with it, but the fact that you could tell a small child how to encourage them tells me that you have encouragement inside of you that could help you get through this. So, the two steps that help us release doubt is doing the breath of a release. And step two is how could I encourage a small child, which then gives us proof that I have optimism, I have hope inside of me. So, those are your two steps, and you can do them anywhere. You can do it when you're driving, in the shower, about to fall asleep. So let's just practice it again. Let's take a deep breath, say the word release, and ask yourself, how could I encourage a small child? I might say, one day at a time. You've got this. Hey, eat your vegetables. Save, even if it's $1 at a time. Now we've added a new feature inside of the Elevate Your Inner Compass. Ask me anything. If you have any mental health questions, any mindset questions, or even any questions on how to stay motivated or in alignment, this is the time for you to get some of that one-on-one support in a YouTube live setting. So I'm just going to put some music on the clock. I'm going to put some music on and let me know if you have any questions, and I will dive in to those questions right away as soon as they pop up on the screen. So each week we're going to have an Ask Me Anything section. So you can always save your questions for the next week, or you can take some time to kind of focus on it. We've got a question popping up. I need help finding the motivation to go to the gym. Without a coach or someone pushing me to, I find it hard to stay accountable. Definitely. So something that can be really helpful is creating some type of habit tracker. If you can go on Canva, so Canva is like a free website, and you can just type in habit tracker and it will allow you to habit track whatever your goal is. So maybe your goal is to go to the gym 5 days a week. And what you're going to do to help you create that motivation is you're going to ask yourself, how would I feel 15 minutes after I achieved going to the gym? Yeah, you're probably going to feel like a surge of energy. You're probably going to feel a sense of relief like, man, I'm so glad I did that. On the days that you're struggling to find motivation to go to the gym, here are 3 things that you can do. Get your clothes on. And as you're getting your clothes on to go to the gym, you might be, "Ugh, I don't really want to go. I'm really tired. Let me just sit down on the couch and just kind of debate." So, as you're sitting on the couch and debating, close your eyes and then ask yourself, will I regret going to the gym? And you're probably like, I wouldn't regret that. Okay. Would I regret not going to the gym? And if your answer is yes, then tell yourself step 3. So, step 1 is getting your workout clothes on. Step 2 is asking yourself, would I regret going to the gym? Probably not. And step 3 is only doing 10 minutes at the gym. And you might be wondering, like, I'm not going to get ready, drive all the way just for 10 minutes. We can do anything for 10 minutes. And the first 10 minutes of anything we do, whether that's exercise, whether that's moving our body, eating healthy, the first 10 minutes are the hardest. So if you can go to the gym and do 10 minutes, put 10 minutes on the clock, whether you're doing the treadmill, the Stairmaster, elliptical, or a class, then after 10 minutes, ask yourself, do I want to stop or do I want to keep going? And if you want to stop, listen to your body and stop. But maybe, just maybe, there might be a part of you that says, hey, I'm here. I've done 10 minutes. Maybe I'll do 10 minutes more. And we can commit to doing 10 minutes versus committing to an hour. So taking those steps of creating just like some momentum, a snowball effect of, I'm just going to go to the gym for 10 minutes. Or on YouTube, you can pull up a 10-minute workout at home video. Maybe you start building that consistency at home. But those 3 things are really going to help you stay consistent. Step 1, getting your workout clothes on. Step 2, asking yourself, will I regret going to the gym? And then step 3 is just committing to 10 minutes. And after that 10 minutes is done, go in and say, do I want to go home or do I want to keep working out? Let me know if that was helpful. We've got some more questions coming in. How do you stick to a budget without stopping doing anything that may cost money? Paying for kids' hockey gear is tough, especially when it's your kid's favorite thing. I don't think scholarships are in their future. Yes, definitely. So, sticking to a budget is mindset, and it's really connected to mindset and motivation. So there's some things that you can do to really help you stay in alignment. So what you can do is at the start of the month, you can say, all right, this is how much income we have. And here are all of the categories that we need to pay for, right? You might have rent or mortgage, you might have food, gas, electric, trash, water, and the list goes on. So then we've got the line item for hockey. And as we know, they need new gear, they might be growing, so they need bigger sizes, bigger shoes, sticks break. And you're saying, okay, there's not a line item for this option. So some things that you can do is how can you tweak the other budgets? For example, one of the easiest budgets to tweak is food because we know food is something that can constantly change in and out, while your mortgage or your rent probably is very fixed. So you're going to have what's called fixed expenses versus more flexible expenses. So what you can do is maybe you go online on Pinterest and you look up budget-friendly family meal. So that way you know that the more money you save on your food, you can use that extra money without even needing to make more money. You can use that extra money for paying for their gear. So other things that you can look at is your miscellaneous categories, such as going to the movies or entertainment, those fun things that you like to do. You can ask yourself, do I want to help my kids stay in hockey, or do I want to go to the movies? And maybe there's a balance of, can I do that? Can I do that? Then there's also so many places that you can get gently used gear. I know here in Alaska, we've got this one place called Play It Again Sports where you can actually rent gear for the season. So you don't even have to buy it, you can rent it. So those are some options for you. Obviously, the best option would be to bring in more income, but that's not always realistic. So, how can you look at your current income and reallocate funds? Brock says, thank you. I like those tips. What do you mean by staying in alignment? Beautiful. As you know, this YouTube live is called Elevate Your Inner Compass. And when our inner compass points north, our true north points kind of like forward, everything that we want is in alignment. And what I mean by in alignment is it's in alignment with your beliefs, your values, your identity of who you are as a person. So, for example, if my beliefs and values is to be honest, to be helpful and kind, but behind closed doors, I'm lying, cheating, and stealing, I am not in alignment with my beliefs and values. So, what we get to do is figure out what our identity is and who we are as individuals. And then every single day, just keep asking myself, am I in alignment with that identity? So, if my identity is to be kind and helpful and motivating, and maybe my identity is to be a fitness person and I go to the gym with ease and flow, but as soon as I get to the gym, I'm like dreading it. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling stuck. Then you would be what I would call as out of alignment. So staying in alignment is really just doing everything that is on the same page with your beliefs and your values. Great question. Every time we buy new equipment, they grow. Yes, exactly. So renting might be in our future. Definitely. Renting. I know a couple of Alaska hockey is really big here. So I know a couple of people, what they do is they kind of do like trades. So if you've got older kiddos, they like give it to the younger kiddos and they just kind of keep it all um, in the family. So that could also be, if there's some older hockey kids that are going to the next level, maybe asking them. Sometimes we have to let go of our pride and say, hey, what are you doing with your old gear? Can my kids use it? Or having a coach send out an email saying, hey, if you have any old gear, these sizes, let me know. So those are some ways that we could brainstorm. Garage sales, again, if you have like a local Play It Again Sports, or renting can also be an amazing opportunity. Those were amazing questions. Thank you so much for sharing and tuning in to this part. I just added it today, and I really think that we're going to keep that Ask Me Anything in the future. Those were incredible questions. So now what you're going to do is you're going to reflect on what goals do you have for the next 7 days. So today is the 28th, and I believe the next Tuesday is April 4th already, which is insane to me that it's already going to be April. Yeah, Brock's got some really good tips in the chat. Introduce your kids to basketball or soccer. All they need is a new pair of shoes and they are set. It's true. It's true. Up in North Alaska and Barrow, at the very top of Alaska, basketball is huge because in the winter, it's so dark, but the gym's got lights on 24/7. So we can always think outside of the box. So identify what your goals are for the next 7 days. And when we break it down to just 7 days, we don't have to think, okay, what am I doing next month? What am I doing this summer? No, okay, what am I doing from today until April 4th? Now ask yourself, okay, what worked over the last 7 days? What made you feel, man, I'm feeling really motivated. I'm feeling successful. I'm feeling accomplished. This is hilarious. I think they like me being cold and miserable during their practices and games. Yes, they don't have little heaters. They used to have like little heaters above us here in this Alaska, but maybe they don't have those everywhere. So ask yourself what's worked for you. What was in your favor? What helped you be successful? And then what didn't work? Maybe making excuses didn't work. Maybe leaning into doubt. Maybe not setting yourself up for success didn't work. Maybe playing it small. maybe not believing in yourself. So I'm going to put some music on and just reflect on those three questions of what your goals are for the next 7 days, what didn't work, and what worked for you. I know I would get in better shape if I had a trainer, but that isn't in my current budget. There are so many YouTubes out there that are at home, no equipment needed. And some of them even post schedules. For example, if you like sign up for like a free calendar, they will give you like, okay, do this YouTube, do that YouTube. And then what you can do is if it fits in your schedule, you can let us know every Tuesday we're going to be doing YouTube lives. You can let us know, hey, I was able to go to the gym and or I wasn't able to. And so we can be your accountability. We're not going to be your trainer, but we can be here for support as you are working on your fitness goals. Yeah, should I buy an exercise bike so I can be more consistent or use that money for a trainer? I would, before you purchase either one, I would give yourself 10 days, 7 days to do a fitness routine without either of those and see what feels good. Do I need someone saying, like, do this, do that? Or do I want something at home that I can just hop on the bike? So I would test out some different YouTube at home videos or going to the gym and really seeing what can help you be successful with your fitness goals. So now, as we're looking forward to the future, what do you need to add or take away or modify? So let's listen to some music to think, okay, what do I need to tweak to make this week even better? Okay, what worked well making meals at home to save money? That is amazing. Stick to that. Keep doing that. That consistency is going to be helpful. What hasn't worked is trying to entertain the kids on a budget. So wherever you live, I would go to, so for example, I live in Alaska. We have a website called like Visit Anchorage or Anchorage Events, and it has all the free events that are going on that week that you can take. So for example, the first Friday of the month, which is next week, the museum is free and they have all of these activities for kids to go hang out and play and be silly and go to the museum. So that could be a free activity. I know in obviously I live in Alaska, so these are all my ideas. On Tuesdays, the movie theater is I think $3 or $4 for movies, and you can bring in your own candy. So I would go on to your wherever what city you live in and look up free events and use that. It doesn't we don't need to spend money to entertain the kids. I think I need to be more alignment. Yes. So first identify what would it look like for you to be in alignment? What is your identity? Who you are as a person? Are you healthy? Are you happy? Are you consistent with your goals? And then ask yourself, okay, if I was this person every single day, what would I need to do in order to stay in alignment with that version of me? All right, let's do some EFT tapping. We're going to do some tapping on releasing that doubt and staying in alignment. So let's take some deep breaths. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but it sounds important. Basically, who you are as a person, what your identity is, identify what that means. So if you were to describe yourself to someone in your ideal version, And then every single day, if this is my ideal version of me, how I would like to describe myself to someone else, what would I need to do every single day in order to be that version of myself or that person? All right, I'm going to grab my book. Oh, I'm going to explain everything. No worries. First time tapping. EFT tapping stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And when we have emotions that are not serving us, yes, it helps release our blocks. Exactly. So when we have emotions that are not serving us, we have feelings, memories that are negative, we can do tapping. We're going to tap on 4 points: top of the eyebrow, side of the eye, under your eye, and your collarbone. And emotional freedom technique is rooted in Chinese medicine of our emotional meridian points. So kind of think of emotional acupuncture. And when we tap on these points, it actually helps the brain rewire to be healthy and focused, motivated, and it helps heal our emotional wounds, our traumas, our stressors. So that way we can make room for everything that we want. It's super easy. All you have to do is tap on these 4 points and then you repeat after me. And we do basically 3 rounds of tapping. It's so much fun. And I am going to grab my book with my notes of what we're tapping on today. So just hold on 1 second. When we tap, it allows our body basically to take care of itself, which is really fun. And research has shown it's really fascinating. So if you Google EFT tapping research, they have done so many studies that within 10 minutes of tapping, you can lower your anxiety by 41% in just 10 minutes. So some really incredible shifts. So we're going to release some blocks that are blocking us from achieving our goals. So usually what's happening when we have doubt, it's because we have failed in the past. So what we're going to do today is we're going to release the feelings of failure so that way we can make room for our goals and our visions. So any questions about tapping before we begin? Okay, perfect. So let's start tapping. So you're just going to repeat after me. Top of the eyebrow. So I will let you know when to go to the next spot. So you don't even need to know how long to tap. Just tap on each spot. The best thing you can do is notice how you feel before we start tapping and then notice on how you feel. You can do both hands. You can do one hand, left or right. It's really just whatever your preference is and what feels good for you. I just do both just to show you, but you could do one or the other. Okay, let's begin. So start tapping and repeat after me. I'm ready to release fear, worry, and anxiety. Side of the eye. I'm ready to release and dissolve all disappointment, frustration about past letdowns and setbacks. Under your eye. Allow me to charge forward with a renewed belief in myself. Collarbone. Allow me to focus on my own abilities to succeed and accomplish wonderful things in my life. Help me to become aware that all of my failures can be turned into successes. I'm ready for the next step. Take a deep breath and squeeze your wrist. This just helps your body kind of ground and focus. Sometimes we tap, we can feel a little floaty or kind of flighty. This just allows us to mirror Miss Alyssa and you'll do great. Exactly. So now just kind of notice what your body is feeling. We acknowledge that we might have some fear of failure. We might have some failures in our past. So we were able to release and let that go. And now what we're going to do is install some feelings of fulfillment, feelings of being successful. Okay, ready for our next round of tapping? Start tapping and repeat after me. I'm ready for success, achievement, and fulfillment. Allow me to recognize and celebrate all the success I have achieved in my life. Side of the eye. Help me to expand my horizons, sharpen my abilities, and prepare for the opportunities that are coming my way. Under your eye. I am ready to be a magnet for abundance, success, and prosperity. Collarbone. I am ready for the greatest good of all. Success, achievement, and fulfillment. Take a deep breath and squeeze your wrist. Release and let it go. Scan your body, see what you're noticing. Beautiful. We're going to do one more round. We're going to basically tap on feeling confident so we can go after our goals and our visions that we've got for the week. So start tapping and repeat after me. I'm ready to awaken my inner strength, confidence, and self-worth. Side of the eye. Help me be open to love, joy, and enthusiasm for life. Under your eye. I'm ready for wisdom and faith. Collarbone. I'm ready to strengthen my belief in myself. And I'm ready to support in making my dreams a reality. Let's do this. Take a deep breath and squeeze your wrist. So now just you can shake to let anything release that maybe you're like, ooh, I'm feeling some feelings. We can just shake to kind of let those feelings out and just start focusing on your breath and let me know how you are feeling after your first round of tapping. We just did 3 rounds of tapping, which is going to help your brain and your body connect and release anything that's not serving you. Might be in alignment. Yeah. Tapping for the win. So how you can tap is I've got a couple of YouTube shorts that are going to tap that you can tap with. I always feel more optimistic. Definitely. I've got some YouTube shorts that are tapping videos that are 1 minute long that you can definitely tap with. And if you want me to make more EFT tapping videos that you can do on your own, let me know and let me know what topics you want, and I can start creating some videos like that. Thank you so much. Have to go take care. Definitely. Thank you for staying this long. I hope you have an amazing week, and I can't wait to see you next time you join. So we're going to do a guided meditation. So just focus on taking deep breaths. And I want you to think about the goal that you've set for today, whether that is to stay in alignment, to nurture your desires, or to go after your goals. And I want you to just breathe in possibility and excitement. that maybe, just maybe, this week is your week to achieve your goals. And if you needed an emotion that would ensure you were successful with your goals, I want you to think about that emotion right now. Think about that emotion and hold it in your body. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on our breath and we're going to spread that emotion throughout our body. Just visualize that emotion going through your hands and your feet, being successful with every inhale and every exhale. You get to decide what emotions you're feeling. And today you've decided to feel the emotion that is going to help you be successful with the goal you've identified today. Now take a deep breath, and on your exhale, say the word release. Take another deep breath. Hold the emotion that you desire. And remind yourself it is safe and easy to achieve your goals. And as any doubt pops forward with your emotion or your goal that you've identified, remind yourself that you have the power to release and let anything go through the power of your breath. So throughout the week, if any doubt pops forward, take that deep breath and think the word release on your exhale. You are in charge of your emotional experience, and you are in charge of how you are with your goals. Now take 3 deep breaths and come back to the group. Let me know how you're feeling, how today's YouTube live experience was for you. If you're watching the replay, let me know how that experience was for you. Today was incredible for me. The action in the chat was amazing. I'm so grateful that you tuned in to Elevate Your Inner Compass. I do this live every Tuesday at 1 o'clock Alaska time, which I believe is 5 o'clock East Coast time, 2 o'clock West Coast time. So definitely let me know how you're feeling in the comment section. And I cannot wait to see you in next week's YouTube Live. Bye, everyone. Thank you, feeling ready to go to the game. Thank you for being here. Woohoo! I love it. Thank you. Bye, everyone.